Joined now by the guys from the Hunna, Ryan, Dan, Jermaine and Jack. How you doing, guys? You alright?
Yes, good, man.
Awesome.
How are you?
Awesome. I'm really good, thank you. Happy to be here. Looking forward to tonight as well because, of course, this is the night that you perform at the Sugar Mill in Stoke. Have you performed here before?
No.
So it's the first time.
First time.
How's Stoke been for you then?
It's been nice so far.
Cool,
we
really.
got back from Paris this morning.
Really, we haven't seen Stoke.
Trip to Tesco.
Sounds good.
Just down the road as well, which is ideal.
Yeah.
Just down the road. But yeah, as you say, you've been to Paris, so I mean,
Yeah, we
surely
came back and it was sunny.
in Stoke, which is a nice surprise.
So that was nice. It was raining so hard in Paris.
Was it really?
So, yeah. So that was nice.
Right, okay. So, I mean, you probably, the likelihood is you're going to get a different crowd tonight from Paris, but since you've never been to Stoke before, do you have any idea, have you been prepped from other bands that you may know of what's to come for tonight?
No, we know absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I can vouch and say Stoke's quite a wild place, so look forward to that, guys. Look forward to that.
Awesome.
So, of course, I think you've done a few dates already, but you've just come back from Paris, as you say, now you're on the rest of the tour now. And now you just said you come up to Paris this morning. What's travelling like? Is it one of the things that you dread when you're touring, or is it something that you look forward to, perhaps you're not bothered about?
The travelling is hard. It's tiring.
Yeah.
Even though you're just sitting in the van.
Yeah.
But it's the hours more than anything.
How do you pass the time? What do you do?
I mean, we try
chill,
and get as much. I mean, we had to get up at 5 a.m.
We've
this
had
morning in Paris,
2 5 a.m.
and then
Oh,
drive, get the ferry back, and then drive to here today, which was quite long.
So sleep's
But
the
we
main
try
one
and
if
sleep,
you can,
but
it's
it's not.
hard.
It's not the comfiest of vans.
I can never sleep on like when I'm travelling on like a coach or a plane anyway. So I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, it's literally surviving on coffee and whatever else you've got. I suppose.
Yeah,
food
whatever.
Food.
We've got a few more lines coming up, so now we're back in the game. So.
Yeah, fantastic. And as well as that, so what's the date that you've kind of enjoyed most since you've been touring? Because obviously you came before Paris, and now you just announced you've got another tour coming out in September, October time for the album, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So, has there been a date that you kind of enjoyed the most, or is it something each day is different? What is it for you guys?
It is, each day is different.
Yeah.
Each day is different in its own unique way.
We look forward to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all of them are really special because everything's kind of happening so quick, and we're just going with it day by day, and it's amazing that we're like playing to sold out venues and these people coming to see our music and see us, which is what we've always wanted. So it's a blessing.
It's all new to us as well.
Yeah, we've never done it.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
tedious
It's
or
not
anything.
doing it.
We're so grateful.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
And you do see a lot of bands. I know you toured with Coast a couple of months ago as well. So obviously you've kind of heard from other guys. I mean, it doesn't get tiring from there. I know they're a fairly new band as well, but other bands that you may know and may look up to, or you may know personally, they always say that touring is, as well as say travelling can be quite tough, but still an enjoyable experience all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. It is like you'll be tired in the van.
You wake up for showtime, you know.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get on the stage,
It's up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
it's completely different. And then as well afterwards, you just have such a huge buzz,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the worst thing because then it takes you ages to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You get up early and do it all over.
And then you go early as well. Shocking. Do you have to be quite physically fit to do things like this? Because obviously you're touring all the time, you're non-stop travelling. Is there an amount of exercise or?
I mean,
I'd like to say that there is.
I mean, the performance is an exercise in itself.
The performance.
we go ham.
Yeah.
We
go so
we
hard.
definitely work out while we play.
It's physical, definitely.
But we're trying. We have ideas and plans to do more exercising, but we're not really in that position at the moment because
It's a bit hectic at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't got the time, have you really?
Yeah.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe do a few push-ups if you got any room in the van,
Yeah.
but apart from that.
Our tour manager, Hunna, she tries to keep herself in, but beautiful.
In the gaps, we love to play football as well. So.
Okay,
So,
fantastic. Have we got teams that we're fans of here? Is it all the same?
Yeah.
United.
United.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'm a
He's only
Arsenal
nine.
fan.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
gooner.
Oh, imagine that can get quite tough sometimes.
Oh, it is.
It gets
Yeah.
Let's keep more friends now.
Yeah, but I'm pretty chill at the moment because we just came second there, just doing shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
they
think
won
we're
the FA
okay.
Cup.
We're in the FA Cup. Yeah, Mourinho's coming. So's Ibrahimovic.
So deep, right?
Yeah, I know. Massive news as well.
Here's
So,
looking to next year.
are you looking forward to the Euros then as well?
I would say yes, but England is pretty poor. So
Yeah, this is true.
But then,
I'm looking forward
there's
to seeing
new
the
players
other
now.
ones.
That's the thing.
Vardy.
Yeah.
So
It's
Yeah.
nice to
Vardy.
see the youth of England.
Yeah.
It's awesome going out there, isn't it? Like everyone's on the same team, kind of like when it's like the Euros and the World Cup.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I think if you guys have got spare time, you should try and record an England song. Maybe too late for the Euros, but the World Cup
It's a good shout.
definitely.
That is a really good
So
shout.
good
I think we would
Definitely,
kill that.
fun. We would definitely
Kill
do
that.
that.
We've attempted one in Stokes. Some of the guys called the Carp Line in Stoke, we tried one as well. So if you want to have a listen to that, check that out, and then maybe you can see if you can match it or even beat it. But anyway, we'll move on and talk about your album now. It's 100, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
100. It's 100.
100.
And what's the reason for calling it that? I think I've got an idea, but just those who may not know.
Well, we say 100 a lot, like because you know it just represents like giving 100% of everything you do, and like in relation to the album, we've given it everything we've got.
Yeah.
You know, we spent 2 years writing the material. We're doing everything we possibly can to be the best and do what we can do. And yeah, 100, man.
Are you really excited to get it out there? But you're really
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
excited,
yeah.
so stoked.
It's been a long road to get here and to finally have it done. But yeah, it sounds amazing, and I don't think we could have us and D-Money, our producer, couldn't have done any more on it. Really, like as far as we're concerned, it's exactly what the vision we had. For
Yeah.
it. So,
Couldn't be happier with it, honestly.
Yeah.
so we hope the fans like it as much as we do.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. I mean, the fans and everyone else has taken all your singles and EPs or everything. They've taken it really well. So, you know, here's to say they should like 100 as well. But has everything finished with the recording now? So is it ready to go?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's out in August, isn't it? Late
Yeah.
August.
Yeah.
So
It's in the mix and mastering process.
Our parts are done, so
it's
Yeah.
just in the hands of the production team. Now, fantastic. So also I've noticed that what you put on there is stuff like you've got you've got tickets and the actual artwork for it and the things that come with it. I think you've got tickets included in. You can buy as an exclusive in vinyls
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah.
was that another thing you wanted to make sure because a lot of artists nowadays kind of just release the album. It's just doesn't look very
I
appealing.
definitely want to make
Yeah,
Well,
we
it's
had-
something that you
we
can
had
like,
Yeah.
keep for a long time.
Something old school,
Yeah,
isn't it? Bringing it back.
we had the idea for ages, didn't we?
Yeah,
Like,
it looks
before
like
we were releasing, we wanted to have the book.
We
idea.
talked about Riz as
Yeah.
well, and that's
Yeah.
happening now.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
And
it's all just come together
yeah.
really nicely,
You
isn't
want
it?
to bring back the feeling of just having something you can just hold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
it's
like,
so
something
it's
special,
online now,
something
so it's
special.
nice to have the real deal in the flesh.
We've got like cassettes, we've got
Yeah.
vinyls, we've got Hunna Rizzo.
Everything that you could possibly want.
Yeah.
It's dope.
That's fantastic. And
It's
also,
fun.
I mean, one of the things you guys do really well, I've noticed, and a lot of people said this when I told them that I was speaking to you guys today, people that may not necessarily want to listen to music, but they've been drawn in because of the social media presence. You've got a lot of things you do on social media, use of emojis, stuff like that. I mean, do you think that social media has been a massive part in you guys earning more of a wider fan base of recent? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
It's played a big part.
Yeah.
It's,
sure.
the way the world is now,
Yeah.
everything's online.
Yeah.
So we just used it.
Use
Really.
it
I mean,
to get our name out, yeah.
we just used the band pages like how we would
Anyway.
our personal
Yeah,
pages,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And
It's
just
just
sort of
taken
spoke to the fans how we'd speak to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's definitely appealed to the fans. I think, let's say, with the emotion and stuff, and like calling H and stuff like that. I think everyone kind of likes that, and also the fact that you guys, not a lot of bands do this, replying to people's tweets, people's comments on Facebook. We've seen you do that a lot as well, which obviously to other people that means quite a bit as well. So it's definitely an interaction I think they enjoy. But speaking about social media, do you guys have a favourite emoji?
Yeah, a few.
We have a lot of
few.
favourites.
I mean, 100's obvious.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be up
The
there.
100 is definitely probably overused.
Recently used on the.
Yeah.
Started liking the diamond actually.
I love the diamond as well.
Yeah.
And that little, you know, the way
TCB Rose, yeah.
bang, little like
Yeah,
light.
yeah,
The little
pur-
face with the
purple-
money
the
eyes.
purple Satan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cool.
What else?
Awesome.
Crown.
Crown called.
Yeah.
Surely the rock sign.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Surely that was
Great.
possible.
I actually use the clapping hands a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if
yeah.
somebody says a really nice thing, I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah.
I started digging the.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
Scotland,
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
We've also branched out, like we've got like the Drizzy emojis now, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye
I've actually
emojis.
got a emoji.
Yeah,
which is Kanye West emojis.
Oh, okay.
And they're just
Yeah.
emojis of
I
different
actually-
Kanye West faces.
The only one I've heard of is the Kim Kardashian ones. I'm not.
Oh,
Have you used
yeah.
those ones yet?
We haven't got those.
I'm not saying
But
those.
I'm actually
ladies,
like,
so-
there's actually, she has ones on there that's like lit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
she
stuff like that.
does.
So it actually makes sense. You should probably get
we
it.
probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started kind of bunching ones together and make like Claudette doll.
Yeah.
That's turned into loads of emojis whacked together.
Yeah.
So
It's like emoji sentences.
exactly.
Yeah.
Is there a social media that you guys think maybe you don't use as much, or is the one that you really love using? There's such,
Facebook,
I mean, Facebook's one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Facebook's definitely the
Love
biggest.
Instagram. Instagram's
We're all big grammars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
definitely. What do you make of the new update on Instagram though? Because I mean that's definitely divided opinions.
The new layout and
The new layout and the new logo.
Used to it,
I'm not
I
too
prefer
fond of
it.
the logo.
Yeah, used to.
I
I wasn't
don't
sure of
really-
it, but I'm getting used
I
to it.
prefer the
I
old
don't really
coloured
care.
icon as well.
It's
It
still
doesn't mean
basically,
much, does it? But
yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I prefer the old one.
I do prefer the old logo. Yeah,
It's just simpler.
I think it's like with everything, like every iOS update, it's like, oh, I prefer the old one, but then you just get used to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone hates
It's out.
change.
And
It's
plus,
out.
you have to get it anyway, because then if you don't, iPhone just doesn't work.
Exactly. And
So-
it dies and that's
You've
it.
got
And
to
then
be.
you think your iPhone's
Those
broken. I get it all.
geniuses.
What about Snapchat? Do you guys go?
Oh yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
snapped
We
a
love
lot.
Snapchat.
Yeah, it's so
Favorite
fun.
filter for the Snapchat?
The puppy one for
The-
me
Yeah.
has become quite famous for me.
I like the slow mo in the reverse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing the smoke, breathing out the smoke,
Reverse
reversing
is
it.
really sweet.
We love that, don't we?
The mouth one.
Jermaine loves loads of the different
The mouth
faces.
one.
He's
The rainbow one? Use the rainbow one?
Rainbow
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I like the
Rainbows.
rainbow one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
That has kind of come out of nowhere, all of that, really.
Yeah.
Before it was just video.
I think Snapchat's definitely improved.
They're
Yeah,
on
they
fire.
are.
They
Yeah.
are killing it.
They are
So
literally
killing it.
they're a fire emoji.
Like, we're even using some of the snap filters in our new music video. Still got blood.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jermaine's there with the guns.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Love
all
that
my
film.
phones.
D Millie with
With
the
the
chin.
yeah, yeah.
You look like you should have been in Star Wars or something.
Yeah, right.
That's fantastic. Well, guys, I think just before we finish off, then I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Most likely, so you guys obviously spend a lot of time together. In fact, do you get sick of each other? Ever?
If,
You
if,
can't, okay.
if we're not, like even before we got signed and this all started, we were with each other every day anyway.
Yeah.
So for us, it's just like every
It's just
day.
every
Yeah, it's like a family thing.
Yeah.
So
We kind of can't get sick of each other because there's no choice.
I want to see how I want to see how you guys are in terms of how well you know each other and see if you agree with each other. I've got three most likely to questions. I want to know who you think the most likely to person is. So the first one we've got is now this is a bit gross, this one. So you have to think about the grossest person here. Is drink a Sunday dinner, like a roast dinner, that's been blended together. And for free. There's no prize involved, they just do it as a dare.
I think it's rather you two.
Who
I
would
do
do
that.
that?
So we're
think
quite
yeah,
fussy
I-
with food.
yeah,
Like,
Literally
Yeah.
drinking
His
a
food thing,
blended
maybe
mix.
I
You've got
can.
your peas, you've got your roast potatoes, you've got whatever.
I came
You
with the
know,
food.
he is the
thing,
food thing, like.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I'll give it a go.
If somebody, if somebody
That's quite bizarre.
dares
right?
me normally, I do normally like to do it. But
Yeah.
I mean, no one's ever dared me to
For
do
example,
that.
I see everyone
I
doing
kinda wanna do it now.
squash and cereal. Like, for example.
Depends what price it is.
I love squash and I love
Squash and
cereal.
So you won't do Sunday rice, but you do squash
You
and
do
cereal.
Squash and cereal.
That's a good substitute. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, the answer's like
I get very specific on,
Yeah,
on what people drink.
He's dreamt about it for a while.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. What about lying in and missing a crucial meeting? So this is the final draft for the album, whatever else.
You're on my
Again.
100%.
Definitely like that.
No, I'm not
He's
like that.
last round.
I bet
Not
it's tough.
always.
These
Not
early
always.
ones-
come on.
Not always. Not always. But
Not always, you know, it's good sometimes.
My last one's kind of like it's a joint one. Like, so it's so have you seen the Hunger Games? Have you all seen the Hunger Games?
yeah.
Yeah.
So who's most likely to first off die first in the Hunger Games, or the last to die / even win the Hunger Games? So two answers there.
I think it'd
See,
be
this
me.
is the thing.
I think you three are more
If we were in
physically
Hunger
healthy than me.
Games, I think.
You know.
This is the thing.
This-
I
yeah.
think we wouldn't leave each
I
other.
think we had this
We'd
conversation before.
we'd have to stick as a squad. Because
just
as a
have our
squad,
own
how
together.
strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's
We
an
can all
answer
do.
to finish on.
Yeah, we can all do.
I say
separate
we'll all
things.
win at the end.
I
The
think
top
if there's
films.
four of us together,
Top
we can
films.
kill more people than they can kill us.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't
So
enter
we'd just kill
individually.
everyone.
You just enter as a whole. As
Yeah,
a
and then when it comes to the end, like the first film,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "You got to kill each other." We'd be like, "No, we're not doing it." And then we'd be like, "We're gonna kill each other at the same time."
Yeah.
And then they'd call off the games and we'd
So
win.
basically, Second album films are just
The one with the bear.
Yeah,
I'm
the berries.
already like.
We'll be like, one Hunna.
Romeo and Juliet.
That's fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for chatting.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
man.
man.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, man. Thanks,
Cheers, man.
man.
Get some to eat now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Good
food.
idea.